Good evening, everybody. This is Vonda Evans with another single and satisfied. Got a little late start here, but that's okay. Um, Need y'all to check in, give you a minute since I was late. I'm gonna let y'all ladies come in, gentlemen, come in when you want. Um, when you come in, tell me where you're from and your name so I can give you a shout out. Let me cut my regular phone off. All right, so who's gonna be the first person tonight? Let me see. That person is going to be comments. Okay. All right, Anna Reeves. Good evening from New Jersey. Shawnice Johnson. Good evening, Queen. Good evening, Queen. Shanisa Johnson from Toledo, Ohio. Janelle Royal, hello everyone, Facebook user. Virginia, LaShawn Thomas from California. It's nice out there. Let's see who else we got. Kathy James, hello. Hello, Kathy. Ba Zanab. Good evening. Good evening to you, Queen. Let's see. XA Arkansas. Help me with that. Okay, Barbara Buckley from Prentice, Mississippi. Tylo Koo from Georgia. Tawana Span from Louisiana. Kathy James of Georgia. Vicki Miller from Greenville, South Carolina. Janelle Royal here in Hot Cali. Janine Young, hello, hey. Tracy Aaron from California. Linda Woods, Chattanooga. Lisa from Baltimore, Maryland. Rena from California. Gloria Hayes from Virginia. Uh, Diane Moss from Huntsville, Alabama. Natalie Chapman from Arizona. Robert Williams shared. Thank you, my brother, and stay on with us too. Andrea Lentz from Chicago. Trina Riley. What's up, Deaconess Wanda? I ain't there yet. Janine Young from Louisiana. Brenda Boyd from St. Louis. Sugar Love from Dallas, Texas. Florence Rayford Burns. Hay from Detroit. Leela Anthony, Indianapolis, just started following this week. Thank you so much, Queen. Carol Rose Ross Warren Burns from Detroit. D. Pamela Davis Stevens from Birmingham, Alabama. Denise King, Toledo. Finesse King. All right now. Uh, Sia Ford from Maryland. Leela Dewey from Detroit, Michigan. Okay. Trinice Baldwin from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Lisa Brown from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. My neighbors across the river. Janet Morales, love this, love you too, Queen. Michelle Kendrick, good evening from Bowie, Maryland. Beautiful weather there. Janet Morales from Pueblo, Colorado. Janice Gildersleeve from Chicago. Beatrice Mitchell, good evening from the Bronx. I'll be up your way next week. Renee Webb, hello from Miss Vonda from Arkansas. Hello, Queen. I know I'm satisfied and single from Richmond, Virginia. Okay, that's my girl, Jamie Montoya. Michelle Garza from Mercedes, Texas. Janelle Young just had one of our boy there. Sima Sway from Australia. Oh my God. Uh, Val from Pennsylvania. Beatrice Mitchell. Yolanda Randall from DeKalb, Mississippi. Leela Anthony, love the black and white painting behind you. My ex-husband, that was me, some bullshit. But anyway, Ralph Bell, God bless. Good evening to all, Sarah Jones. Okay. Theo Dickinson from Oklahoma. Sandra Gray from Atlanta. Pamela Alexander. Good evening. Good evening, Queen. Natalie Jimenez. Hello from North Carolina. Leela Anthony. No, he didn't. I know, girl. Facebook user Hey Vonda from Oak Park, Michigan. Right around the corner. Delphina Longoria from Texas. Sam Jesse from Ohio. All right. Slow it down. So anyway, let's just jump into it. And it's good evening, Greg from Harlem. Sylvia Coral from Tampa Bay. All right. So we're slowing down. So, everybody's like, well, you was late. Okay. Wait a minute. Riri from St. Louis. Duke McLean, how are you? Love listening to you. Thank you, King. Kimberly Henderson from Georgia. Winston Stanford from Detroit. From the D. Lynn Gildersleeve from Chicago. Chanel Benson White from Delaware. Philon McLean from Atlanta. Brenda Thomas from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Lisa Hines from Columbus, Ohio. I'm late. Chastity from Vegas. That's okay, girl. Cassandra Taylor from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All right, love that. Tamara Porter from Ohio. Monique Squarewell from South Carolina. Winston Stanford, I have to call your office soon. Okay. Susan Donghae, Tampa. Janice Richardson from Southfield. Alicia Brown Heron from Starksville, Mississippi. All right, now I'm jumping right into this. So, when a hey, from Sugar Land, Pamela Johnson. Lolita from New York, you keep making me more confident. I love you, Queen. Sarah Jones, that's my hometown. Selena Johnson from Mobile. Antoinette Lyons from Henderson, Nevada. I have been meaning to go there. I want to go there one day. I heard it's so beautiful. Okay, so check this out. Bessemer, Alabama, Miss Yellings. Okay, I'm going to jump right into it. So, here it is. R. Kelly, when you are sentenced, you do what's called a evaluation. It's about, telling about your life and, so it's a pre-sentence evaluation, okay, investigation. Tanya Smith from South Georgia. How you doing, girl? Love you. I love you, Queen. So anyway, in it, he said that it was his belief that had his wife not been so consumed with being a choreographer and had been more dutiful to him, he would not have stepped outside the relationship. And that he basically blamed her for putting career over her, and that it was those choices that made his relationship estranged from his children as well. So basically, it's all her fault. And earlier today, I was talking about how men, in violence, not only in men, emotionally abusing, some men emotionally abusing women, but they also committing, heinous acts of violence, killing them and beating them up and all of this stuff. What amazes me, and follow along, many times when we get in a relationship with men who are males, they're not men, they're males. They have one thing in common with a man. They got the same sexual part. but they're not a man, a mature man. They're males. Hey, PT Cruiser, good greetings, Auntie from Detroit. So check this out. So what they want to do, males, not men, males, males, the male species, that, males, not men, but males. Many times, what they do is when they meet a woman, they are profiling a woman. What is profiling? Well, in the FBI, what they do is they may follow you for a month. They know your likes, your dislikes. They look on your social media. They look at your posts. They look at, they may follow you. They see that every morning you stop by and get a smoothie from somewhere. They know what you like. And they're making assumptions about who you are and what you do. Many males do the same thing. Scouting, exactly. What they're doing is looking to find what makes this woman tick. What does she like? What are her dislikes? Because what they're going to do, it's like a computer. The reason that Google is what it is because people are always inputting data. And as a result, it populates. So what they do is they find out what you like and what you don't like. You tell them, well, first thing y'all ladies want to do, and I did the same thing, follow along, please listen to me. And I want you to understand something. I'm not down to nobody. This is some things I did too. So I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm better. I'm not into all that. I don't roll like that. We all trying to learn from each other. But check this out. They're trying to find out about you. Did you have a father? Was he had a dominant male role model in your life? Because if so, it's certain kind of game that you're not going to be susceptible to. But if you didn't, there will be certain game you're susceptible to. What they're doing is they are getting information and they're sizing you up. And the minute we want to say, they say, well, tell me something about yourself. We want to be transparent. Most women do. We're transparent. We want everything to be out in the open. We don't want surprises. This is how it is. And so then they say, well, tell me more. How'd you meet your ex-husband? Okay, where's he from? Now, first of all, your ex, what that got to do with our relationship? Number one, that's a warning sign. What do we need to know? Avis, I started late too. What do we need to know? They're sizing us up. They're trying to understand what makes us tick. And so many times when they say, well, what you want in a man? Loyalty, I want him to show up when he's supposed to, etc. Okay. All right. What's the worst thing? After a while, you feel like, damn, I'm being interrogated because it's all in their head. Okay. So if you had a bad relationship, what they're going to do that's going to be consistent with all women, your good morning text, good morning, queen, your good night text, to let you know, to at least make you think that they thinking about you. And, they by themselves, which they probably ain't or whatever, but, just some little head game. The midday text. They're making you feel that you have someone in your life. Then they want to take you to dinner and, they're becoming the exact same thing that you said you liked in a man. See, those are pretenders. See, they're taking on those characteristics. Baby, did you and your ex ever hold hands? Let me hold your hand. They want to, hold your hand. It seems like all of a sudden the relationship started kind of going fast, like it's on speed or something. Like, what are we doing is, I can't be without you. The dates go from 8 o'clock at night to you're not leaving at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. You're talking, you're laughing, you're spending quality time, which you think you're investing, but they're listening because they're profiling you. Okay, this woman, she got a good job, but her money is not fluid. So I might have to give her a couple dollars. Okay, this girl, she don't have no car. So I got to show up with a car. Okay, this one over here, she doesn't have anywhere to live. So I might have to put up some money for an apartment. They're profiling you. And all the while you're pouring into them, being honest, truthful. And what they're doing is profiling you. See, let me tell you something about people. If you give a man 90 days, you're going to start to see what he really is. See, you can only pretend for so long. And what it is many males are greedy. They want everything. They want black, white, Hispanic, age. They want what they see. Whatever they see, they want. That's Burger King. I want Burger King. Oh, McDonald's. I want McDonald's. They're visual. So while you thinking in your mind that we are growing, we're growing when me and you together. But when we not together, I'm doing my own thing. I'm at the strip club. I'm online looking at women's profiles. I can't tell you the number of men who tell me, you know how I get women? I'm like, wow, you know what? I look at their profile. And the first thing I'm looking for are pictures with men. If I don't see no picture with men, then I look at their heading, single. Then I look at, the type of pictures that they post. They post of their family or their dog, their business, religion. So I'm able to understand what I'm dealing with before I decide to inbox this person. I haven't figured them out. I know that they post late at night and early in the morning. So ain't no man around. They are very spiritual. They talk about God all the time. So, but they at their business. So they've made the profile. They might watch your profile for 3 or 4 months to see what you're posting. And they're taking mental notes. And what are you doing all the while? All the while, what you doing? You pouring into them. I mean, you don't even know them. So when they come aboard, they already know. You got to be careful. And the sad thing about it is, one of my queens on here said, it's like a chess game. But yet you feeling like, well, let me put my guard down because, we're trying to develop a relationship. No, many of these males, all they're doing is they're trying to add another trophy to their closet. You're a trophy. Why is it that men that old don't, old men over 30, 40, they're not married? Because they can't be satisfied by one woman. They thirst for him. And that's what happened with R. Kelly. He was very attractive. And I don't care how much you run after a man. If a man does not want to be kept, he's not going to be. Baby, let me explain this to you. And okay, so because let me tell you the truth. You can have sex with that man 24/7, 23/7. And on that 24th, he going to make a way to be with somebody else. If that's the kind of man you dealing with. He can't be satisfied with one woman. He want variety. He'll say it, but baby, if that's the truth, and you got it going on, you ain't been to prison or nothing. Why haven't you been in a committed relationship? What is it about you that you are a serial dater? You date somebody 6 months. Maybe the longest you date them is 2 years. Why? Because they're not trying to get caught. They're just playing. And they're showing up educated, well-dressed, decent car. So as a result, we don't think, well, he a gamer because, He's not slick. He's a working man. Forget all of that. You're looking at why haven't you been in a committed relationship? Now, I can understand if you've been incarcerated, well, then that would be why. But if you are here on these streets because you don't want to get caught, and probably in 60 to 90 days, the relationship is wearing off. So women start to, ooh, he ain't calling so much. Oh, let me see. He ain't even calling. You start to freak out. You know, the calls were every 2 and 3 hours. You know, Texas. Now you're getting 3 or 4, and he's withdrawing, and you're getting scared. Oh, what's going on? What's up? I ain't talked to you today. Oh, baby, I've been busy. Then this man knows that you're frantic. Uh-oh. I'm pulling her in. I'm slowing them down. I'm giving a bait. Now she's slowing down. And so then they start talking about, you know, I'm gonna be honest, you know I seem like I pulled back a little bit. Yeah, I could tell. You know what happened? Well, my ex called, and you know, your heart dropped. Like, what? Well, no, she trying to get back with me. Anytime a man got to tell you about another woman calling, he's trying to triangulate you, her, and him, to make you go after that woman. Why is she calling my man? Why your man answering? Bottom line. Why your man answering? And why your man telling you? Because he wants to see the response that he's going to get from you. That is a person who's playing games. Because if a real man, woman call him, he ain't going to tell you, because it ain't your business, number one. But second of all, he going to say, well, baby, you know I'm in a relationship right now. All right, babe. And a real man going to put on his Facebook, I am in a relationship, and is going to conduct himself accordingly. Well, I go by the family house, and I go by his friends, and I know him. So what? He want to show you off. That's during the honeymoon stage. He wants you to see, he want everybody to see you. He wants you to go around his friends and his family so that you believe, oh, I'm the one. This about it's going down. I know it's going down. We about to be husband and wife. It's gonna happen. And it's all a game. Because his family know he ain't right. And they know that this is his game. You just coming around a little bit more often. And then that man is going to, when you start to be frantic, well, you know, she called, you know. Then he's gonna start telling you things about her. Yeah. Ooh, she could cook good pumpkin pie. Or man, ooh, she was a sex pistol. Somehow making you want to compete with this woman. Then maybe something like, some of my ladies, you know, you're still young. So you may, you know, be having your period. Oh man, hey, I gotta have it, you know. Babe, come on, you know. Well, I can't, you know, it's that time of month, and I don't, you know, I don't feel good about that. All right, come on, let's go to strip club. Just let me get a dance. That's all bad, nothing else. Well, I am on that time and month, and it's just a dance. And I'm open minded because I'm going home, so it doesn't matter. And then you start to let down your guard and start your moral compass is going down. Now you're doing things that you didn't used to do. Well, baby, you going with me to the strip club. We just going to eat because they got good lamb chops. Baby, let me tell you something. It's 1,000 restaurants. I am not going to no damn strip club with you because I ain't your boy. And if you want to go to strip club, you ain't for me because you're not mature. Because what you looking at, I can never be. A 36, 22, 38, and everything sitting up right. I'm not going to be that. And if you want to see that, that ain't for me. Y'all go ahead. I'll see you later. But many women feel like, well, shoot, I like to go to strip club. Well, you going to strip club with your girl is different from you going to a strip club with a man. Because what that man is, you feel like, well, it don't bother me. You know, they're young girls, they doing their thing. I'm all right with it. Or, you know, whatever. You know, it's not like they having sex, but sin starts in the head, in the mind, in the eye. So if a man has a desire to be stimulated by another woman visually, baby, come on, let's watch this porno. Come on, baby, come on, just watch this porn. You know, baby, it's this time, but come on, baby. And that's something that you're not into. You said, well, it ain't nothing but a movie. Listen, I'm there for my man. You start to consider things that you did not once do. Then, you know what, babe? Thank you so much. You understand? The next thing, once you start doing that, he's going to open it up even more. You got to be careful. If a man want you to go to the strip club with him, that ain't the man for you. Some things you don't do with your woman. You do not do that with your queen. Y'all in the damn strip club, everybody sweating all over, and what, you know, that's cool. It's not like they coming home with us, and I want to show my man I'm open-minded. What you doing is showing that man that you don't have no morals. What? You mean to tell me all of these nice restaurants, you want me to go strip club with you? Baby, let me tell you something. Hold on for a minute. Lose my number because I ain't the one for you. I just don't do that. And if I want to go to the strip club, I'm going with the strip club with my girls. I'm not going to be going to no strip club with no man. We don't do that. But they want to do that because they want to start to open you up. And then, before you know it, they're going to, you know, baby, sex is so important to me. I got to have it. Okay? Then before you know it, they're going to start to tell you different things. And next thing you know, they may be inviting somebody into their bed with you. See, baby, let me tell you something. You number one, right? And what you say, if you don't want me to do what I want, then they go around sulking, being mad. Then you say, well, I want them to be happy. And you start lowering your moral compass. And once it start with watching porno, going to the strip club, next thing you know, you got 3 women, another woman in your bed. If you gonna do that, you don't need dum-dum. If I'm gonna be with a woman, I'm gonna be with a woman because I want to be with a woman. But I'm damn sure ain't gonna be with a woman because I'm trying to please a man. Because that man has what's called an insatiable appetite. There's nothing that's going to satisfy him. And what you keep doing is, well, I gotta earn my man. Let me tell you something, baby. You ain't gotta earn nothing. You are the queen. And if a man wanna wife you, he gonna do that. It don't take all that. We've been engaged 3 years. For what? What have we been engaged for? Okay, 3. Oh, we've been engaged 3, living together 5, and married 2. Go on, sit down somewhere. Wife me, baby, because the Bible says that a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Okay, so what you trying to do? I ain't got time to be playing them games. And so what it was is R. Kelly was trying to put this responsibility on his wife. See, you should have been around doing what I could. Baby, let me tell you something. She could have swung from the chandelier. She could have had sex 24/7. It wasn't going to be enough for him. Why? Because it's never about sex. It's a challenge. And if women trying to get your man because he's open to being got. See, let me tell you something. A man will give off signals, baby, I ain't interested. You're a beautiful woman, but I'm in love. A man won't even give you that conversation. He'll look at you and go the other way. He know if he see you every day when he come in that building, he'll come in another entrance. Because I can't lose my good wife. I can't lose my good thing. But these men that want to play, she looking, how you doing today, beautiful? They're always trying to catch a woman. And before you know it, sis, you got yourself wide open. Let me tell you something. Oh, I got a back problem. Woman, yeah, and that's what he said. I thought he had a back problem. That's my phone. A back problem. And you going to the massage parlor with your woman in the car while you in the massage parlor, you ain't getting no back rub. You getting worked on. Straight up worked on. And the woman said, I used to sit in the car and he had pulled a muscle. And he said, let me go in here and just get, a manipulation. Getting a manipulation right. Yeah, and it wasn't manipulating that back. But I trusted him. Girl, why is a man going to the massage parlor at 6 and 7 o'clock at night? Honey, let me say this to you. You're going to have to work that out. Because what he's doing what he's doing. And what he's going to do is the more you show your love and you put down your guard, the more he's going to try you. And she said, I didn't see the red flags. What in the hell? You didn't see the red flags and you sitting out here in the car and he in the massage thing and you sitting out there listening to the music and everything and he getting worked on. And then after he get worked on because it's something you can't do too good. Maybe you're not an expert in that. He come jump in the car. Baby, I love you. You number one. But sometimes, baby, it's little stuff I want to get done. But you number one. You hear me? Whatever you need, I do. Baby, I ain't got time for that. Okay? Look, that's a child's game. All right? Listen, here's the situation. If you got to do all that, I'm a friend zone you. And I'm going to keep it 100. I'm a friend zone you. Baby, let me tell you something. You let me, and you sitting out there, baby, you could get you some Tylenol. And better yet, Vonda, I want you to learn how to give me a massage. But, okay, I'm going to send you to massage school. But you ain't in no massage parlor that late at night. But what women want to do, well, that's all right. I'm like, didn't you see the signs? We seen them. We ignore them. Men coming home got lipstick all on their shirt. And this upstairs and, it was a client, line. Oh, this boy think he, you know what I'm saying? Something in the car ain't supposed to be bobby pins. Baby, I ain't got time for that. Because what it'll do is it'll make you start to be so inquisitive that you can't concentrate on you. Because you trying to figure out where this is going, but it feel good. When we together, it feels so good. But when we're not together, I feel like I don't know what he doing. Anytime you got to question a man, you don't need to be with him. Baby, let me tell you something. You too slick for me. And let me tell you something. Follow along. The reason y'all making mistakes, I'm going to follow along. I'm going to give y'all some real game. Oh, he's a doctor. He's a teacher. He's an elder. Oh, my God. He's a chunky boy. Oh, my God. He wears a little 3-piece suit. Oh, my God. Baby, let me tell you something. Those are the worst ones. You think you looking out for them slick boys? Let me tell you about a slick man. It get to be a point in his life. He said, you know what? I know I can have multiple women, but I choose to have one woman because I don't want to live like that. But these men who ain't never had no woman and they get their first woman maybe about their 20. Okay, they got a shorter span of being women desirable for them. Then they get a nice car. You know what I'm saying? A Mercedes, a Lincoln or something to try to get women. I'm seeing all these old men in these damn Corvettes. You can hardly get your butt in there. You trying to pull all out and everything. It's a babe magnet. What do somebody 50 years old need their old ass in a damn Corvette for? Because you trying to pull game, baby. You need a damn van. You got swelling of your feet and stuff and barely can pull out of that. And you think that's a little sassy. Let me tell you something. All that young girls say, I look good in that. I'm going to go drop granddad off. But he ain't get that for him. He got that for the babe magnet. So he can pull up, barely can get out the damn car. Need a van with the door that come on the side of it. That's what he need. But he's still out here gaming. And so you would say, well, he Elder Jones. And that's minister stuff. And oh no. He is a doctor, and he is a lawyer, and he's a teacher, and see, now the game done changed, daughters and nieces. It ain't the bad boys that you gotta watch out. Because a bad boy gonna tell you off rip what he about. It's these slick people that's hiding behind their occupation and they fancy cars, and they out here running game on y'all because y'all think he ain't like that. See, let me tell you something about a street guy. He gonna be honest with you. You know what? You're a good looking woman, but I know what you want. You want a good man and you a good woman, and I ain't gonna play games with you. He gonna be on the real with you, because look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna need 2 or 3 women. Is that something you can handle? He gonna tell you up front. That's who he is, and that's what he does. But one of them lames that want to turn you out because they just got onto the game, and you think, oh, he can't be that way. He wears suspenders and Velcro shoes. Girl, let me tell you something. It may be the main ones. Reading them books, going to the strip club. Just think about this. You go to the strip club, and these young girls looking good, wonderful. They got beautiful, beautiful bodies. Okay, and then all of a sudden, they try to come over to you for a dance because a couple dollars. In your mind, you like, how in the world would this woman want me if it wasn't for my money? So bingo, I get it. The more money I get, I can get women in the club and outside the club. And then if I really put my game up, I come in there with I'm fishing, right? So I'm going to come in there with $500, and I'm going to have a woman earn that. All right, so then every time she see me, she going to run over to me like I'm the man. Why? Because I got that bread. And so now I understand, if it worked for the woman in the club, it's going to work for the woman on the line. It's going to work for the teacher, for the judge, for the lawyer. All I got to do is have that money, and I pull them in. And that's what happens. Okay, Lance is here. I think it's being we let our intentions be clear from get-go, but some women think they're going to change a man. That's a mistake. Oh, yes, I love Lance. But see, no, Lance, follow along. I love that. See, Lance is saying this. Follow along. I love you, Lance. He is saying that many men, they will be honest with you. Okay? Honey, let me tell you something. When a man told me one time, he said, let me tell you something. I ain't shit. If a man say that, oh no, why you got low self-esteem? That's the truth. He a serial dater. You not gonna change him, boo. I don't care how you got that tight, that wet. You got that money in the bank, you taking him on trips. You not gonna change him. I don't care. You can make the best sweet potato pie. But Lance said, you're not going to change me, Mom. It might slow me down, but it ain't going to change me. Then, and that's problem, that's your fault. Lance, when people show you who they are, believe them, as Maya Angelou said. But y'all don't want to. See, he a better man than he trying, he conflicted. Ain't nothing conflicted about him. He want to be in that life. See, but what I love about Lance, be 100. Baby, let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't no one woman kind of man. That's it. But when we together, I'm going to make you feel like, you a queen. When we together, let it be your choice. Now, if you being a damn fool out here and thinking that, your sweet potato pie and your sex and your money gonna change a man from what it is, you a damn fool, and you played yourself. Okay? Because you thinking that because you got that degree. Oh, I have a PhD. I'm a doctoral, Come on, honey, I'm gonna take you to Paris, Rome, France. And when he get back, or while he there, he gonna be doing his thing. Why? Because that's who he is. But you think you can change somebody. Daughter, niece, you can't change nobody. And it's not what he say. If he come up and he that's where he's supposed to be, and he missing an action, and he, you know what time it is. But I need transparency. No, you don't, sis. What, you want somebody just to come up and tell you, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm screwing around on you. I'm hitting the girl down the street and around the corner. He not gonna do it. But I need closure. No, you don't. You need to say, you know what, this is not right for me. Anytime you in a relationship with a man and you got to second guess yourself, you start to become an investigator. You start to allow this man to make you cry because he's missing. You allow yourself to start to do things that, well, basically you normally would not do. You done lost yourself. You don't need no closure. You need to move on. But you don't understand. I done been with him 3 years. I ain't losing my man. I don't care. I'll do that. Then you being a fool. Because it ain't nothing that you gonna do that's gonna change him. It may make him stay around for a little bit. Let me tell you what happened. I was in law school. And it was a cat. And the cat would just cry. It was maybe in November. And I just said, damn, I felt so sorry for the cat. So I started feeding the cat. And so every day when I would get out of school, I would feed the cat. So the cat know what time I come. So I said, you know what? I'm up here by myself. And I let the cat in. That cat screamed and hollered all night long. And you know what the moral of the story is? The cat wanted to be fed. The cat didn't want to be kept. The cat wanted to be fed. The cat didn't want to be kept. Some men are just like that. When they start to be in a committed relationship and they start, like this a little bit too much, they're going to revert to what they know because that's what they're familiar with. If they used to being able to be on rotation with multiple women and you trying to say, well, baby, we're going to try this. They might try, but they're not capable of it because their mind is on rotation, because they're getting calls and every time they look up, somebody's sending some pictures of them butt naked. Okay. With, oh yeah, you like that, baby? Huh? You with your old girl? Let me show you what I got over here, daddy. Men are visual. Then all of a sudden you look at it, you say, who is this? And you open your phone, you got some woman with her legs wide open, with some little, G-string, sexy wexy on. And she planting that seed. When you finish with, oh, mama, come get me, baby. And until a man is willing to change his number, okay? I done had the same number forever for business purposes. But for what? Baby, if you trying to, and 1,000 women got that number. So that you can be receiving these calls or what? Oh, wait a minute. I got a woman. I'm going to tell her. And that ain't going to stop no woman because guess what? I want what you do, baby. I want them Gucci bags. I want to be able, when my tire blow out, I know that you going to send me your screenshot, your AAA card so I can go get it. I want to be going fine dining. I want to be going out of town. I want to go do all of these things. Shoot, that's okay. I'll be on rotation. I can wait. Because guess what? In another man doing it. And that's what you ladies got to stop doing. Stop allowing men to do too much for you because guess what? Then you won't do it for yourself. See, let me tell you something. What's the rule? If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a day. I mean, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, you never go hungry. I ain't telling you not to get no money. Okay? Okay, wait a minute. Crystal, I tried an open relationship for about 10 months, then committed 3 months. It was done because the lies started out talking about open relationships again. No, that's good. Because see, guess what? She tried because of her man. Baby, look, I'm going to tell you. I ain't no one woman kind of man, but I love you. But I need somebody else too. Baby, I love you. They just sex. That ain't nothing. He's testing the waters. When you going with him to the strip club and he going back in the fantasy room and getting his business done. And he said, you all right, baby? You want a drink or something? I love you. Girl, come on. What kind of fool are you? Well, this is the new day. Baby, let me tell you something. Forget that new day. Respect and morals is something that don't have no age on them. He gonna go get somebody, go ride him or have oral sex, and then he gonna come back and he gonna be snugging under you. I love you, Ma, but I love you. And then you start to like, I'm accepting this. And let me tell you something. What I tell you, I asked a man, what was it like to kill a man? He said, the first time I pulled the trigger, it was hard. After that, it got easier. Because what he's doing is initiating you into a lifestyle. So that little by little, you'll be able to do what he want to do. And some women feel like this. Oh, you want a threesome? Wonderful, because I like women anyway. And all I'm doing is entertaining you and running you. And so I'll be what you need to be, but they got an ulterior motive already. Look, I don't care about you. I'm just trying to run your pockets or whatever. It's too much game plan for me. I'm not going to be doing all of that. But at some point in time, a man has to make a choice. Okay? Point blank. I got a woman, but I'm still looking at them pictures. And let me tell you something about women. Women don't give a damn either. Oh, you got a woman? Well, that's her problem. That ain't mine. I'm going to still send you because I know what you like. I know what turn you on. So I'm going to send you this video. And you then, in his spare time, he looking at it. Okay? It's men out here. Y'all know them ladies too. But the men, they got pictures of butts, breasts, all of that. And then they keep it on their phone, hidden. And then they go look at it. What you look at? Oh, nothing. Texting my grandmother. Mother, I love you. Lying. Because it's a game. The Bible said that when I was a child, I spoke as a child, but when I became a man, I left my childish ways behind. It's not that I'm looking for Miss 100%. I'm looking for a woman, or I want to be in a relationship with a woman that's enough for me. She ain't got to be 36, 24, 36. But she's enough for me. And I'm willing to say, I don't want no more beyond that. And when you start to control your appetite, you control your life. But when your appetite dictates the life that you live, you in bondage. See, you trying to play us, but you the one bound. Because see, all that woman got to do is send some sexy video, some provocative dress and stuff, and she got you, and then before you know it, you texting back or sending or putting a little heart on it. Well, I know he ready. Let me go run this dude pocket. I don't give a damn about his woman. I need some help. Why? Because they bound by sex. And they trying to outsmart people. But then they're gonna be open and honest, just like Lance said. After a while, they're gonna be like, baby, but I love you. You know, all right. Baby, let me tell you something. These men out here, and the sad thing, that people living in suburbs, beautiful homes, living all kind of lives. I know people who, when the woman would have her period, she would call the woman to come over there to service her man. And that went on 20 years. That went on 20 years because he got to have sex. And I'm going to make sure he do. I don't care. She called the woman over. And that woman had sex with him for 20 years. And the only reason they stopped because he died. But she was open. Look, I'm going to feed my man. If he want fried chicken, I'll give it to him. And if he want him a young woman, I'm going to have that too. Because I'm going to serve my man. Because if I control what he eat, then I control him. Girl, you ain't control nothing. You have no boundaries. You have no. You know what? I'm mad at you, Sister Tracy Muhammad, but you better go watch this after this. That's why I said, because you know you super late. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta stop saying, well, I can be open-minded. Them young girls talking about what they can do, I can do it too. Sis, we all can do that. That ain't nothing. But that's not who you are. You don't want that. You don't want to have to swallow your pride. You don't want to have to make that call to bring that woman into your home to service your man. You don't want to be able to know that you know what I'm saying, that you and your man going to strip club, he go all up in the fantasy room, getting it on, doing whatever he doing, then he come back out with you. What? But I'm showing him I'm open-minded. No, you're not. You're showing him you don't have morals and boundaries. And baby, let me tell you something. Follow along. Respect is like virginity. Once you lose it, you'll never get it back. Once a man don't respect you, he never will. I don't care what you do. I remember when I was married, I told my ex, no, don't come home after 2, came home 3. Don't come home after 3, came home at 4. Don't come after 4, came home at 5. That last time I was gone at the 6th point. Because it was contemptuous. What you gonna do, leave? I don't care. If that's what you got to do, but I'm going to do, and I'm going to live my life. And if that's what you want to do you. But I ain't going to be a part of that. Because what you're trying to do is to get me to accept something that I'm unwilling to accept. I'm not going to do it. And the funny thing about it, he would later say, if you had waited, what in the hell I'm going to wait for? You 30, I'm 35, you 37, I'm gonna wait till you 60. And he ended up dying at 54, 56 anyway. So I'm gonna wait for 20 years. The devil's a liar. Some women can accept that. I know I have, listen, when I got married, there were older women that told me, listen, Vonda, you can't miss what you can't measure. Don't worry about him. You know what I'm saying? As long as he's paying the bills, showing up to the children's recitals, don't worry about it. When you go looking for trouble, you're going to find trouble. And then what you going to do? So don't do that, But how you living? That's not what I consider. See, here's it. Here's it. If I want somebody to help me with the bills, I get anybody out here. But when I'm married, when there's a covenant between me, you, and God, I don't care what religious experience you from. When there's a covenant, that means you, him, and God, y'all all in this together. Okay? And I just give me a dude to lay up with me, come by and put a couple dollars on the table. I ain't got to do all that. But when I got married, and what men do is marriage is just an extension of cheating. He said, but I never took my ring off. But you took your drawers off. I never took my ring off, but you took your drawers off. But I provided for you. You took your drawers off. I don't want that. I'm good. Because when a marriage is a sacrifice, it's some daddies out here, some cats back in the day that was like, yes, girlfriend, daughter, please. I said, I'm committed. I'm committed. Did I want to? Yes. But it was something in me that said, if I commit and I have a covenant with this man, with me, him, and God, I don't want to break it. And if I know that I'm going to start having me a man and you got a woman, then we need to leave this alone. Because ain't no use in us being married. We playing marriage. A covenant is not a game. It's not a game. Either you into it or you not. And if you are, you got to put away the childish things. You can't go to the strip club. You can't have your women friends. You can't have them sending you naked pictures and videos. Well, I ain't touching. Man, come on, don't play that game with me. Sin starting to head. Let me tell you something. It's gonna be people who going to hell for the stuff that they did, the stuff that they thought all even though they in church. Okay? Baby, stop. Come on. Leave that alone. And at some point, you got to be true to yourself. At 9 o'clock, you looking around. You know what I'm saying? 1 o'clock, you can't sleep because somebody out there in them streets. Girl, I ain't living like that. Hell no. Okay? You keep that. You keep that cat. You keep that cat, daddy. I don't want none of it. But see, some of these men, they slick. Oh, so your man used to be out all night? Okay. Well, they'll tell you they're going to the gym and they laying up. It's a game. I ain't got time for that. See, you want to be loyal to me, not because I got the best sex, I'm the finest woman, but because you're ready for a commitment. You're ready. A friend of mine, and talking about the difference, with men who have late bloomers opposed to early bloomers, said, you know what? I have cheated on women all my life. When I get married, I'm going to do it for one reason. I just want to see what it's like to be loyal. I want to see what it's like, how my grandfather and granddaddy lived. And when I do it, I'm going to be on point. I said, I respect that. He said, because I've been a cheater all my life. He said, I've been having sex since I was 12 years old. He said, but when I get married, that's it. And he was true to the game because he grew up. And it wasn't that his wife was all of that. He grew up. He realized it's time to put away childish things. I'm going to be content with one woman, not that she's everything, but she's going to be everything that I need. Got his number changed. Got his email. Told people, look, you're going to come on our page. It's me and her together. Don't disrespect my wife. Show pictures of love, how he was married. And before you know it, the people who he knew as a single man, they fell off. And now it's just as a married couple's pictures and stuff. That's what you're supposed to have. And I said, you know what? You growing up. I'm so proud of you. And they still married today. But was a straight up hoe. Straight up hoe. And so my point being to you is that, like Lance, I respect a man that's going to be true to you. A lot of y'all women won't ask. And you think you're going to change a man. When a man tell you, like that man told me, I ain't shit, believe him. Because when a person say that about you, they're telling themselves, I ain't shit. I'm going to tell you. You got low self-esteem. No, he don't. He telling you the truth. But you couldn't believe that. Baby, I don't want to be with no other woman, but I want to see you be with one. But that's just something I got to have it. You know what I'm saying? Well, then you going to have that with somebody else. I'm just not into it. Ain't got nothing to me being no George. It has to me being a whole heel woman. That if in order to satisfy you, we got to look at pornography. We got to go to the strip club. You got to see a woman be with me intimately. I got to have 3 people in my bed. I'm good with that. Because I can't give that. Because see, I'm gonna break me to make you happy. And ain't nobody worth that, daughter. Ain't nobody worth that. I remember when I first started embarking on this journey of being single. The silence was deafening. I normally wanted to be out at the club, hanging, slanging, laid up, booed up, something. The silence was deafening. And I learned in time to be content with myself. My mother would say, if you can't be with you? Who else you think want to be with you? I said, wow, you're right. So I challenged myself, Vonda, I'm going to see if you can go 3 months with just being by yourself. Let's see what you can do. So, it's hard. People, then I said, okay, I watched a movie one night. Then I read a book. Then people calling me. That's the enemy. Come on, girl, come on. Such and such fundraiser, such and such. I go drinking, got a headache the next day. Then after a while, I said, you know what? It wasn't that bad when I was there by myself. As a matter of fact, it was kind of nice. And I began to enjoy my company. And when I became ready to enjoy my company, I saw other people as intruders on my time and my space. What you trying to do, intrude on my time and space? Going to the bar, your mouth dry in the morning, your head hurting. You done spent $200 and $300. You for laughing and giggling, ain't nothing funny. And you're going home and you're looking sexy, hoping that somebody gonna say something about you, and then they may or may not. Then you end up going home with somebody you don't want to be bothered with. Ain't nobody got time for that. Then you start to feel bad about yourself. What did I do? Was I that drunk? Oh my God, who want to do that? You out here like a cattle call. You got your sweet smell. You done pay $300. I tell you about this broad ball. I don't know. I bought it off TikTok. I'm gonna let y'all know what it is. It is the truth, okay? It is the truth. I got to find the name. But after a while, I realized that I like not drinking champagne. I like not spending money I didn't have to go out to places to be seen. I started to love me. And when I started to love me, I became obsessed. I look at the time that I spend by myself, not as I'm alone, but that I'm healing. And so as a result, now, baby, I'm all whole and healed because I'm ready. But I had to go on that journey. And what we want to do, I don't want to be by myself, bro. I'm sorry, I can't. I gotta have me some. I gotta have it. I don't care. I'm not like you. That's you. You old lady. I gotta have that. Baby, been there and done that. But I was giving too much of myself. I was accepting things I didn't deserve. I was letting people treat me the way that I shouldn't be treated because they were giving me something. Daytime and a little sex. Daytime and a little sex. And as a result, I was going against what I valued, what I believed in, because I wanted that person to be happy. But I was miserable and I was dying on the inside. But I looked the other way because I said, you know what? That's just a cost you got to bear. I'm not doing that anymore. And neither do you. And we have to stop allowing people like R. Kelly to say, it's your fault. See, let me tell you something. Had you not been no judge and been at home with me, you still was going to cheat. Don't lie. You still was going to cheat because that's in you to do that. That's who you do. It's people that have gone to prison, straight up gone to prison and ain't had sex. Then all of that, you going to go to prison, you're going to get raped. That's crazy. That ain't even happening. If you go to prison and you want to get out like that. But it's men that been in prison, they don't even get out like that. So if a man can be in prison, he don't get down like that. Then you mean to tell me that you out here in these streets and ain't nobody putting no gun in your head, but they sending you them pictures? You gotta get self-control. If a man is incarcerated and he can control his mind enough to not desire it, to put himself in a situation where he's torturing himself by looking at porno and all of this stuff, then guess what? You can too and out here. But you got to want to do that. You got to want to be mature. You got to be able to want to say, well, it's easy for Russell Sierra husband to be with Sierra. Look at her. Baby, let me tell you something. Sierra could be 48, 42, 64. But if a man is committed to loving a woman, it don't make a difference how she look. But we got to get away from that. Well, the reason I got to do that is because I done gained a couple pounds and he the best thing that I done had. And as a result, I got to do what he said because I don't want to lose him. And you losing yourself anyway. You got to be in control. And if somebody is offering you a package that you don't want, you can be able to say, that's okay. I'm not really interested. Do I miss the companionship of a man? Absolutely. I really miss it when something break down in the house and stuff. That's really when I, want somebody. But I don't want to deal with that lying, silly, manipulative games. I'm not into that. And it's too much of that. Hold heel men really don't exist. If a man is single, you know why? Because he want to be single. He's not ready for a commitment. And so what's out here are men who are single by choice and don't want to be committed. And y'all women thinking y'all gonna change them. Well, you know what? If we move in this, we gonna move into the suburbs. I'm gonna help him to get a car. I'm helping him get some education, and then together, after a while, he gonna feel like he don't need all of that. Then anything he want, you want to bring another woman in our bed. You want to be able to do this. You want me to watch porno. I'm gonna be your ride or die. I'm gonna be your male. Listen, you ain't got to go outside of me. I'm open 24/7. He's still gonna cheat. Why? Because he's not ready to commit. It ain't what you doing. Well, baby, you ain't in the threesome, so I got to have a woman. I'm going to be honest, right? If she ain't into me and another woman, she can't be with me. Well, ride your dusty ass on. Bye. See ya. Because I ain't got to prove to you I'm no woman. Because I'm all that and some. I know. I don't got to prove. You ain't got to prove your love to a man. And if you do, he ain't the man for you. This ain't no sorority, fraternity. I got a pledge. What? No, you don't. You got to come up to my standard. And I'm not willing to entertain bums anymore. And I define a bum as somebody who want to play games with women's emotion and don't want to man up to what they should be when they act like they want a relationship and they playing games. That's what I consider a bum. You can be a millionaire bum, but you're a bum. I ain't got time for that. Ain't no man need to be out here single that's trying to live right and lead a godly life. I don't care what religion you in, you need a covering. And if you don't believe in religion, you gotta go. Because if you don't have something that's that's bigger than you'll do anything. So if you, I don't believe in all that church. I ain't in the temple. I ain't, I don't believe all of that. That's what man wrote. So I ain't into that, baby. Then I ain't got time for you. Point blank. Period. But my point being to you is, a man has to want to commit to something bigger than what he is. And no matter how bad, how sexy another woman is, when a man love a woman, ain't no woman that's sexier than her. She could be drop dead gorgeous, but in his mind, his wife is a queen. But y'all out here dealing with princes and punks that don't want to be bothered. They want to play games and hurt women. She blowing up my phone again. You think that that's something to brag about? You think that it's something to brag about that your woman got to call you block to figure out where you are because you've driven her to that level? You want to pat yourself on the back? She crazy. And what did you do? You encourage that behavior. Why she keep calling me? Why would you announce that? Because you want that woman to go crazy over you. Then when she do, oh man, I still got it. Come on. You a grown man, so we think you a male. You think that that's cute because you believe in triangulation, bringing in a third party so that your woman will get mad at her, so that they will lose their balance in a relationship. And so all of a sudden, that allows him to run right over you and control you because you become insecure. Why else would he have to announce that to you? Because he's using mind games to hurt you. Baby, I'm not saying that. No, baby. I'm saying, why don't you stop? I said I got a woman. It's triangulation. You want that woman to know, I got another woman that wants your spot. So you better do what I say do, or that other woman gonna be back in here with you. Let her. Let her. Well, you too hard. No, I'm wrong. And I know what I want. And I know this. Like I told y'all once before, I met this man. I don't know where he is, but he impressed me. He said, I said, why you got a wedding ring on? You married? He said, my wife died. I said, why you got a ring on? He said, I ain't taking this ring off till I marry my new wife. Because I love being married. That man was single like a year or two. Because he knew what it meant to commit. He knew what it meant to sacrifice. But all of these men, I want you, her, and him, and we all in the bed and all of that. I ain't got time for all that. Why? That's not necessary. You ain't no sex machine, okay? And you need to get yourself together. You can't control your sexual part. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta have it. These men look so silly out here, 50 and 60 years old, taking Viagra, heart about to give out, so that they penises can work, so that they can think that a young woman won't. Baby, they looking at them dollars. Okay, all right. You know what they call them? Them Viagra penises. They only work for 20 minutes. They gotta go. They be running in there, running strip club. Gotta go, because they know it's not natural. Okay, and the young girl know it ain't too, and going blind. And they just take them to prove their masculinity. Baby, your masculinity ain't between your legs. It's in your ability to control your mind. That being a man is not defined by your penis size or your ability to have children or your ability to have sex multiple times a day. Your being a man is defined by your willingness to control your mind and to commit to something that is greater than you and to love a woman that you could hurt. I've got an animal, Yorkie. If I wanted to, I could just come in here and kick him and he run right back because I'm all he has. If I have authority, why would I misuse my authority? Because that means that I'm not capable of the responsibility that God has given me. So when a man, yeah, he can cheat, but he don't want to, because he want to honor you. He wanna be able to say, all I have is me to give to you, but I'm willing to do that. That's a man. That's a keeper. Forget his degrees. Forget what big job he got. He's committed. And it ain't that he can't get no other woman. It's that he don't want another woman because he enjoys the life that he has with that woman. That is a keeper. But if you got a man that every time let me tell you something. Follow along. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Every man is forgiven for the first look. Man walk by, Woman walk by with some gym pants on. She got a hot body. I'm going to forgive you for the first look. It's the second look that you're accountable for. See, it might randomly pop up and you going to look. But when you look again, when you turn your head to look again, when you're going on their pages at night where they got the butts and the breasts, when you got your own little fold in your phone, you out of control. And you letting your sex control you. Now, baby, I'm just all man. No, you're not. You're a child with a male part because you're not in control. You can't even control your desire to have sex, and you willing to lose a good woman to hurt a woman because you can't control your ability to have sex. That's a child. That's a child. Yeah, I go all night long. That's a child. You need to ask God to take that from you. Because all you doing is hurting yourself. The Bible said that Paul said he had a thorn in his side. The thorns in our side is to let us know that we need God. God, look, you got to handle this. Make me a better man. But that has to be where we are. But ladies, you can't make that form. I don't care how good your pumping up high, how good your wet, how many people you let in your bed, how many times you put his name on your credit cards. That doesn't make a man change. He has to want to do that for himself. And he has to have enough maturity and restraint to say, I can't. See, remember, everybody get the first look. It's the second look you're accountable for. So when they walk by and you look back again, you're accountable for that. That first one, everybody get back. You got to stop. Because all you doing is cheating yourself out of a good woman. And you'll look up and you'll say, damn, I had a good woman. And I let that woman go because I couldn't restrain my sexual desire. That's silly. It's time to grow up. But ladies, you cannot change a man that don't want to be changed. The only way you're going to keep a man or catch a man is if a man want to be caught. But if a man don't want to be caught, you wasting your time. And we got too many years behind us to keep throwing that net out there in the same waters that we've been in. A man who has not been married. Well, I was married 15 years ago, but I've been single. I've had various women I dated. Is a serial dater. Is a man does not want to be kept in a relationship. And getting back to R. Kelly, it's a man that, you know what I'm saying, when things go wrong, he gonna blame you. Well, you chose your career. Had you been able to be in my beck and call, I'd have been a better man. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for your job, baby, I ain't no babysitter. When you feel sexual, I ain't got to be no receptacle for that, and I'm not gonna do that. You got to grow up. And if I can't be with you because I got to work, you got to understand that you being a child, and I ain't got time for no kids. I ain't got time for no kids. I got two on my own and they grown. I don't got time for that. So you keep that. You keep that and keep it moving on, okay? But a woman should not have to worry that when her man is who he gonna be with, what he gonna do. That's silly. And you don't have to accept that. And if a man like R. Kelly want to blame her for pursuing her dream of being a choreographer and as the reason why he had a downfall, shame on him. But how many men do that? She wanted to go back to school and got her degree. If she was a stay-at-home mom, I wouldn't have been out here like this. None of this would have happened. Well, baby, you're not accountable. Because if you can't your penis is between your legs. And if you can't control the shame on you, that ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. It ain't on me. If it was on me, that'd be different. I just take it and put it in a jar and give it back to you when I need to give it to you. But people want to make other people responsible for their own actions and their own inability. I love that it's shift blame and gaslighting. Let me tell you something what I love about us. We are learning and we are taking the time to understand men's manipulative games males' manipulative games. And what we're able to do is say, uh-oh, narcissist, uh-oh, gaslighting, uh-oh, shift blaming, uh-oh, codependency, uh-oh, no accountability. Why? Because we're feeding our minds information that allows us to identify a predator. A predator don't always have ski masks on. Some predators got collars on their neck in the church. Some predators are teachers, lawyers, judges. Stop looking at the outward appearance and look at the behavior. Is this predatory action? And how we know that is while we're reading books, coming on at night, sharing ideas, learning from our experiences. And don't be mad at yourself because y'all went through that. Oh, so what? I was there for 33 years. You ain't bound no more. Do you know it's some people that will die in their bondage? They will die in their bondage. Daughter, you made a choice. Yeah, they fooled me for 40 years, but I came up out of that. And let me tell you what God will do. He will give you back the time that was taken from you. And he will give you peace that surpasses all understanding. And he will give you joy. And he will give you love. And you ain't got to be a Christian. You can be Muslim. I don't care what. But the God that we serve will give it back to us. But you so afraid of losing a man. Well, I'm older. I don't want to do it. So I'm gonna be in bondage and I'm gonna die like this. The devil's a liar. I ain't dying. I ain't dying. That was my greatest fear. God, don't let me die and be bound. Don't let me go like that. And some women are like that because they don't have the courage to make men accountable. And they continue to accept what they don't deserve. And those men continue to blame them because they're not accountable. And as you say, Sandy, King, only God can change them. But they got to want to be changed. And if they think that they are right, then they are right. Because reality is what you perceive it to be. If I say this is some eyeglasses, you can tell me till I'm green in the face that this is not no eyeglasses, that it's a cell phone, but I say it's eyeglasses. Reality is what you perceive it to be. And what we woke. We woke. Sarah Jones, I'm getting mine back so far. It's been 5 years. That's okay, daughter. Stop counting. How many days have you not woke up crying? How many days have you been not acting like an I spy? How many days have you been able to say, I got peace? That's what we count. Stop counting the days we not with a man and start counting the days that we got joy. We full. Adam blamed Eve, so they think it's okay. You right about that. Stay woke, daughter. Stay woke. And when you stay woke, you will be able to identify the wheat from the shaft. What does that mean? Wheat looks like the shaft. It's all the same color. But if you have a trained eye, if you are knowledgeable because of your time you spend with God, because of you learning about predatory actions, you can identify the wheat, the good part, from the shaft, even though they're together. You can identify which is which. And that's what you have to do. And that is how you grow. And don't think, I don't want to die alone, daughter. We are never alone. God is always with us. And so you're not alone. And let me tell you why you're not alone. Because you got Vonda Evans here for you. And I'm here to make sure that I can bring awareness through the sharing of my downfalls, my tragedies. So I can make some, I want to see y'all get off here and say, Auntie, sis, I got married. I want to see them testimonies, and they coming. I'm speaking it over these women that's here. I'm speaking it over y'all. Marriages is going to come out of here. I'm speaking it over here because Your Boaz about to see you. God is going to release you, but he got to heal you. Because he don't want you to be battered like you was. He wants you to be better. Not battered, but better. And that's why he hiding you. But he going to reveal you. And you're going to say, girl, I'm so glad I was listening to them, Vonda, and I was listening to them different other people that were saying them comments. And I went back and I looked over and I read my books and I realized I didn't have to accept certain things. And guess what? Look at me. I'm living manifestation. I'm walking in my reality that I am not accepting nothing bad. And look at how I'm living. Because you're manifesting. Because you saying this is what I deserve. And baby, let me tell you something. I don't see bums no more. I see them, but I don't see them. A bum, oh, that's a bum. In a Bentley, oh, that's a bum. In a Benz, oh, that's a bum. In a vet, oh, that's a bum. It's a bum. I don't see that they, all that. I don't even want to know who you are. Because you're bum. Okay? I don't be bothered. But God is going to give you discernment to see your husband. So I'm going to tell you, I'm releasing some of y'all out here to marriage. And it's going to come, but I need you to stick with me. So that what you'll do is stop entertaining these bums. So that Boaz can see you. You hear me? Well, look, we done been on here long enough. I'm going to tell you. I look so forward to this time when I spend with you all. Many of you all I don't even know, but I feel that we are family. That we are, that your struggles are my struggles are yours, and I feel that we're growing and we are learning, and I thank God. You do not know how much this means to me. It means everything to me. Because I know that there's some women that saying, I want to be released to my husband. And there's one final step, and that is that you need to be more respectful, and you've lost your way, and you just need a little encouragement along the way, so that then the God is going to take the scales off of Boaz's eyes, and you're going to see him. He going to be people your friends that you don't went to school with. But you're not ready to be released. And this is the final part. And this is going to challenge you to make men respect you and to love you. And then you're not going to accept anything else. And then you're going to get what you need. But right now, a lot of y'all accepting what you don't deserve because you don't want to be lonely. You want to be able to get that sex. And that sex is bondage. Okay? So we look growing together. And yes, women, that is my ministry. Being able to help women, to heal women is my ministry. And I believe in it. And I love you all tremendously. And until we meet again, remember, let me say this to you in closing. Everything we talked about, the enemy, you're going to get a call from that bum. Baby, can I come by? You know what I was just saying? You're going to hear from, watch on side. You're going to hear from me and you ain't heard from in a year. Men you ain't seen in 6 or 7 months. They gonna call you. Because now you full. And they gonna want to drain you again. They look at you as supply. And they gonna come and want you full. And they gonna want to drain you again. Okay? And you gonna say, no, I'm sorry. But what, you got a man? No, I got myself. Oh, baby, let me tighten that up. Mark my word. And this is what I want y'all to do. Next week, y'all gonna tell me, y'all say, ooh, she read my mind. I ain't heard from that bum and I don't know how long. And that bum called me. Because they want to drain you. And we're not letting them no more. It's like that. It's like that. Bye. With all that good he got, we gonna let him go. With them dollars in his pocket. With fine dining. I know what is going on. I don't even want to be bothered. But you don't want to go to Benny? Oh, you don't want to go? Somebody in your head. Me, because I'm tired of being on this this merry-go-round. I'm tired. It's old, and I'm ready to heal. I love you, ladies. Y'all love me. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Be blessed. Bye-bye.